Without a doubt, Stage 4 is by far the funnest stage in the game. This stage more or less seals the deal that Strider Hiryu 2 is much more anime than the first. Because Hiryu can seemingly defy the laws of motion and physics, and keep on running and jumping from ship to ship with no problem at all. As you're running, in the background, the squad leader is firing his cannons at you, and trying to take Hiryu down, and cause you to lose a bar of health. This will happen if you wait too long for a ship to get closer to you, and make jumps easier. Once you get to the mini-boss, just run over to him, and keep attacking him. As long as you keep attacking him, he won't even fight back. The only enemies to fight you will be the solo clones. Then you're finally on the tail of the flying Battleship Balrog. The thing that makes this section difficult are the mines that are being launched at you. This section made me pretty much lose my A or B rank, because I concentrated too much on just running my way forward and not even giving a crap about the mines. That said, you really need to be patient in this section. Much more so than the first one, where all you can do is just keep on running and jumping without a problem. And on top of this part, you'll find an extra boost item on top of it. But that's pretty much it, as far as I'm concerned about hidden items. Just pay attention to where the mines are and attack them. You'll pretty much have no problem at all. And once you get to the mine layer, who's actually a gigantic robot with a pack on him, just stay away from him at a distance and attack. Otherwise, he'll attack you up close, and you'll lose a bar of health. Getting up close to him pretty much screwed me out of a good ranking, like an A or B. And after that mini-boss, you're plunged right into another mini-boss, the gravity transformer of the engine room, where Scarabee just blazes around the room and also fires a plasma cannon at you. This is another fun little boss right here. Some people don't really like him because he moves around too much or something, but I really don't mind. It makes it more challenging. And I did pretty well, but right here I made a critical miscalculation and failed to get out of the way of the beam cannon. The middle section in this room is your friend. Always go to it to avoid the Scarabee's attacks or rushes, as well as the plasma energy balls. And the next area is the development dock area, where scientists are allowed to freely roam and get assassinated by Hiryu. I think it's a nice touch on the developers' behalf by making the scientists scream in terror before they get assassinated by the best futuristic ninja I've ever seen. And And the mini-boss of this section is the engine called Goliath. Your targets are pretty much the 4 panels on top of it, which shoot lasers. All the while, enemies that look like ninjas will shoot electricity at you. Just pretty much ignore them or eliminate the ones that are close to you. And then immediately go back to work on Goliath. She said kill me. I think this section pretty much seals the deal that Japan has an undying misogynistic cliche of girls as power sources for flying ships. Pretty much like Outlaw Star and Melfina. But the reactor core will shoot plasma energy balls that can be reflected back using the sword. But after it charges up, it'll also shoot a column of fire down upon Hiryu. It's easily predictable as when it's going to happen. You'll just see a bright line rain down from the top of the screen. Just use the Savage Slash whenever you can, up close to the reactor core. This is pretty much an easy boss fight. Just don't cross over the platforms that rotate whenever they're electrocuting each other, and you're pretty much safe. Of course, not everything is safe once you destroy the reactor core. You gotta escape, which is also another fun section. But one thing is wrong. Is Hiryu in space or something? Or is he in the edge of the atmosphere? If he's in space, he'd be dead by now. Freaking space? How does it work? Let me know in the comments. He said, "How dare you?" That's Admiral Vilhelm, the Grand Master's #1 henchman, who prepares to fight Hiryu in a one-on-one duel. This is a very fun boss fight. I think it's a nice touch that they added in the Battleship Balrog exploding in the background. Based on his attack style, I think Admiral Vilhelm could serve as a very great antithesis to Hiryu, even if he isn't a ninja or a strider. Now that I think about it, his attacks look so predictable. Attaching to the walls and shooting energy waves, jamming his sword into the ship, somehow not destroying it while creating energy balls. But that's pretty much it. And there's my rank, a C. Not too bad for losing 2 lives, but I think it definitely could have done better. But here's your penultimate cutscene.
なぜだストライダー、貴様に勝ち目など万に一つもないのだぞ。あのお方に逆らうなど不可能だ。
世界はあのお方の手の上にある。
軍事、経済、科学、すべてはあのお方のものなのだから。
ヒリ、お前は夢を見てるな。それも悪い夢を。
来るが日々、この第三の月、再び世の足元にひざまずくために。
If anyone is confused, Heian is essentially wanting Hiryu to wake up, so to speak, and realize that the Grand Master is really God. Which, of course, we all know he's not. And yes, that's the third moon. The Death Star ripoff that you're seeing in the picture right here. Will Hiryu survive and complete his mission, proving himself worthy of his special A-class rank? Or will he succumb to the Grand Master's power? Find out next time when we explore the third moon.